Whole grains have earned a golden halo in the world of health foods. They're often placed on a nutritional pedestal, praised for their fiber content, slow-digesting carbs, B vitamins, and that earthy, wholesome feeling you get when eating them, like you're connected to your inner granola-loving mountain yogi. They're the go-to base for the health-conscious. Brown rice, whole wheat bread, quinoa, oats, you name it, it's been toasted, soaked, Instagrammed, and declared a superfood. But beneath their crunchy, hearty exterior lies a sneaky secret. Whole grains, for all their gut-friendly fiber and low-glycemic heroism, come with a chemical sidekick called phytate, or phytic acid, if you want to sound like a nutrition wizard. And phytate? Well, it's not so great at sharing. Think of phytates as the clingy X of the mineral world. They latch onto important nutrients like iron, zinc, magnesium, and calcium, and then just hold on forever. Once they're bound together in your digestive tract, your body can't absorb those minerals. It's like inviting nutrients to a dinner party and then locking them in the guest bathroom before they can sit down to eat. So yes, whole grains are technically rich in minerals, but phytates don't care. They'll just handcuff those minerals and walk away whistling. That's why people can eat what appears to be a mineral-packed diet and still come up short in blood tests for iron or zinc. It's a cruel little nutrition prank. Now, don't panic and throw out your oatmeal or declare civil war on your sourdough starter. There's a twist to this tale, and it's one that involves the magical, slightly ancient practices of fermentation, soaking, and sprouting. Phytates are fragile creatures. They can be broken down by certain enzymes, especially phytase, which lives in many whole plant foods but needs the right environment to come alive. Enter fermentation and sprouting, nature's gentle undo button for phytates. When you sprout grains, soaking them in water and allowing them to just begin germinating, it activates enzymes that help reduce phytic acid. Fermentation does something similar, especially in traditional foods like sourdough bread, where the long, slow-rising process helps break down phytates. So that rustic loaf from your local artisan bakery? It may actually help you absorb minerals better than the squishy, whole wheat sandwich bread pretending to be healthy in the supermarket aisle. Even basic soaking helps. If you soak brown rice or oats for several hours, especially in warm water with a little acid like lemon juice or vinegar, you're giving phytase a head start and reducing the phytate content. Maybe not completely, but enough to make a noticeable difference. Now here's where things get fun. Phytates aren't all bad. In fact, they might even wear a white hat in some contexts. They've been shown to have antioxidant properties and may help reduce the risk of colon cancer or kidney stones. So while they block mineral absorption, they may also provide some subtle long-term benefits. Nature, as usual, doesn't deal in simple good and bad binaries. It deals in, well, it depends. And that's really the takeaway here. Context matters. If you're eating a varied diet, not overly dependent on grains for all your nutrients, and you're using preparation methods like sprouting, souring, and soaking, you're already miles ahead. The occasional bowl of unsprouted rice isn't going to mineral bankrupt you overnight. But if your entire diet is a revolving door of whole grain cereals, granola bars, and brown rice bowls, you might want to make friends with a mason jar, some water, and a little patience. So yes, whole grains are a gift. But they come wrapped in phytic acid and tied with a string of, maybe eat me wisely. If you treat them right, they'll reward you with fiber, energy, and some long-term health benefits. If you treat them like a bottomless mineral source without nuance, they might quietly rob you while smiling politely. In other words, whole grains are like that charming guest who always brings a bottle of wine to dinner, but also eats all the snacks and forgets to take off their shoes. You can absolutely enjoy their company. Just set some ground rules first.